Hello and welcome to my show, which is Football Encyclopedia, and the motto is this is the home of global football with Alexander Ojimba. Yeah, you know me by now, but at the end of the day, the topic for today is going to be the topic for today is going to be So Campbell should be knighted in the English Football Hall of Fame. By the way, my studio's getting better, don't you think? Right, I'll show you. Sorry. My studio's getting better, so the poster, So Campbell there, bring back black global greatness with Alexander Ojimba, Football Encyclopedia there, again, Football Encyclopedia. The studio's getting better. Definitely so. So I say it again, the topic for today is So Campbell should be knighted in English football. That's a picture of Sol Campbell there. The ex-England, Arsenal, Free Lions, central defender. Sol Campbell should be knighted in English football's Hall of Fame. So what does it mean to be knighted, by the way? When someone says football should be knighted, so Campbell should be knighted, or a player should be knighted, what does that mean? It means that Sol Campbell himself as an ex-Premier League footballer was very courageous as a footballer and as a defender. He was very courageous. And brave. And he achieved so much in the English game and in the world game. So Campbell should be knighted in the English Football Hall of Fame. To be knighted also means to be gracious. He contributed a lot. Look, that's a picture of Sol Campbell there. He contributed a lot in the English game. So we can't take this for granted. He does so much gracious heroics. That's the word. So Campbell should be seen as an English footballing hero. There's a lot of English footballing heroes out there. John Barnes is an English footballing hero. Ian Wright is an English footballing hero. Rio Ferdinand is an English footballing hero. Alan Shearer is an England footballing heroic. Gary Lineker is an England footballing hero. So Campbell also is an English football heroic leader. So Campbell also not only should he be knighted, so Campbell also should be seen as a noble individual that was really, really brave in the history of English football. That's why you're watching the Football Encyclopedia. This is the home of global football. You can't get football anywhere else better than Football Encyclopedia with Alexander Ojimba. Talking about Sol Campbell being knighted in the English Football Hall of Fame. So Campbell had great qualities and attributes as an English footballer. So Campbell was tall and he had speed. So that means if a striker goes past Arsenal's defense or England's defense, one of Sol Campbell's great qualities is that he had speed to come back and tackle and retrieve the ball. So Campbell's a humble man, and you hardly see Sol Campbell get sent off in a football match. So as far as I'm concerned, Sol Campbell was a clean footballer, hardly got sent off. He was a striker's nightmare. So think about the top strikers that played in the Premier League in the early 2000s. Les Ferdinand, Alan Shearer, Michael Owen, Didier Drogba. They will tell you that it was always a nightmare to play against Sol Campbell. Sol Campbell was rock solid in defense. Sol Campbell is a central defender that mastered the art of defending. So I don't see why, till this present day, why Sol Campbell hasn't become a Premier League manager or a Premier League coach, because he's got all the experience in the world that any football defender would ever want. When I say Sol Campbell should be knighted in the English Football Hall of Fame, I'm basically saying that Sol Campbell done something in the Premier League that not too many players would do and get away with it. So he started his professional football career at a Premier League team called Spurs, Tottenham. He was Tottenham's central defender for a couple of seasons, and I don't know what happened there, but what I do know is that Tottenham and Arsenal are major North London rivals. And not too many players can go from playing for Tottenham to go and play for Arsenal. You got to be brave to do that kind of thing. Like I said, they are North London rivals. I think one of the only players that's ever done that as well is Emmanuel Adebayo. There could be a couple of others, but I think it started with Sol Campbell. So he used to play for Tottenham. That's history in the making, going from playing for Tottenham to playing for your local North London rivals, Arsenal. So Campbell did that. Yeah, and Campbell won major trophies. Premier League with the Arsenal. probably the FA Cup with Arsenal. From Arsenal, he went on to go and have so many caps playing for England. This is why I say Sol Campbell should be knighted into the English Football Hall of Fame. He made it onto my studio. Look, that's Sol Campbell. What's his picture? I said, not too many players can make it onto the Football Encyclopedia studio. So Campbell is there. Why? Because I genuinely believe that Sol Campbell should be knighted into the English Football Hall of Fame. I believe that. Right, so he made it onto my football studio. So Campbell played for England so many times. Talk about maybe 60-something caps, 70-something caps. I don't know, 50-something. I need to go and do my research. But as a black player in central defence to play for England, the Three Lions, so many times, you got to be good at your craft. So Campbell is an England national football hero. Most definitely. Like I said it before, that he won so many trophies with the Arsenal football team. So Campbell was known for his recovery ability and hard tackles. He can win the ball. But today, what I'm trying to say is, Sol Campbell has become England's forgotten man. I don't see Sol Campbell on so many TV shows. I don't see him being interviewed. I don't see him being mentioned with the same, I don't know. I don't see him being mentioned with respect like some of the ex-England internationals. As far as I'm concerned, Sol Campbell has faded away from the spotlight. A good example of what I'm saying is someone like David Beckham, ex-England international, ex-Manchester United hero. He was knighted by King Charles for his services to English football. Now you tell me, what's the difference between David Beckham and Sol Campbell? They both played in the Premier League. They both played in World Cups for England. They both represented England on the highest level. So why would David Beckham be knighted and Sol Campbell's not knighted? Why would David Beckham be put in the English Football Hall of Fame and Sol Campbell's not there? That is something to think about. So Sol Campbell himself, was a major part of the Invincibles. That was the Arsenal team under Arsene Wenger that went a full season, a full Premier League season, unbeaten. And so Campbell was in the heart of that Invincible team. I'm not talking about being a sub. or being a fringe player, or being a part. He was at the heart of the Invincibles. When Arsenal created history in English and world club football, going a full season unbeaten. So Campbell went a full season unbeaten for England, a first team player. That's my point. So Campbell has played for England under some great managers, and I think in the 1998 World Cup he played under Glenn Hoddle, who is my favourite England manager. Because Glenn Hoddle's got a wonderful football brain. He's played the game. He knows the ins and outs. He played for some major clubs around the world. Monaco, Chelsea, Tottenham, you name it. He knows football. And so Campbell played under the great Glenn Hoddle. So Campbell is that footballer that never let England down. He was always on top of his game when he was playing for England. So Campbell never let the Three Lions down. I put Sol Campbell in the same class as Rio Ferdinand when it comes to playing for England. But having said that, I have to draw my conclusion here, and I have to say, Sol Campbell should be knighted in English football, and Sol Campbell also should be in the English Football Hall of Fame. One of the posters I put on my wall today is "Bring Back Black Global Greatness" with Alexander Ojimba. And the topic for today has been, Sol Campbell should be knighted, and Sol Campbell should be in the English Football Hall of Fame. You've been watching the Football Encyclopedia. This is the home of global football. Like and share my videos. Let's grow together. When I used to play football, when the match was over, we had to clap for the fans. Peace, y'all.